Hey, good morning. Um, listen, um, let's go. Let's read Ezekiel 30th today. Okay, a lament over Egypt. Okay, the word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, prophesy and say, "This is what the sovereign Lord says. Well, and say, Alas for that day, for the day is near, the day of the Lord is near, a day of clouds. A time of doom for the nations. A sword will come against Egypt, and anguish will come upon Cush when the slain fall in Egypt. Her wealth will be carried away, and her foundations torn down. Cush and Lydia, I didn't even know there was a Lydia, and all Arabia, Cub, and the people of the covenant land will fall by the sword along with Egypt. This is what the Lord says. Hmm. The allies of Egypt will fall, and her proud strength will fail. From Migdol to Aswan, they will fall by the sword within her, declares the sovereign Lord. They will be desolate among desolate lands, and their cities will lie among ruined cities. Then they will know that I am the Lord when I set fire to Egypt. I set fire to the rain, watch it burn. That's Adele. Okay. Um, on that day, messengers will go out from me in ships to frighten Cush out of her complacency. Anguish will take hold of them on the day of Egypt's doom, for it is sure to come. This is what the sovereign Lord says. I will put an end to the hordes of Egypt by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. He and his army, the most ruthless of nations, will be brought in to destroy the land. They will draw their swords against Egypt and fill the land with the slain. I will dry up the waters of the Nile and sell the land to an evil nation. By the hand of foreigners, I will lay waste the land and everything in it. I, the Lord, have spoken. This is what the sovereign Lord says. I will destroy the idols and put an end to the images in Memphis. Okay. No longer will there be a prince in Egypt, and I will spread fear throughout the land. I will lay waste Upper Egypt, set fire to Zoan or to Zone, and inflict punishment on Thebes. I will pour out my wrath on Pelusium. That's an interesting word, I think. Pelusium. You ever heard of that word before? I have not. Ew. Hold on, let me go get a pen. Pelusium, huh? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my notebook because I like to have my thoughts and things that I want to study consolidated, right? I figured since I'm up, I might as well make me um, a little drink. The sun is blazing. I gotta check with Jonathan to see if the snow is melting. He's up this morning already. He's up. I set fire to the rain. That's why I love that song. I really, really do. I do. How y'all like my cup? See? Remember I told y'all I visited that church? Christian Faith. I love visiting churches. I love visiting cathedrals even more. I love the artwork and the architecture. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so that was an interesting word that I want to do some follow-up on, okay? So I got notes and notes and notes and notes. So this is, I need to get in touch with JT too. Just touch base. That's all. Okay. So I saw this as or set fire to Egypt. When I set fire to Egypt and all her helpers are crushed. On that day messengers will go out from me in ships to frighten Cush out of her complacency. So Cush is a her. Always thought it was a male all this time. Anguish will take hold of them on the day of Egypt's doom, for it is sure to come. This is what the sovereign Lord says. I will put an end to the hordes of Egypt by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. He and his army, the most ruthless of nations, will be brought in to destroy the land. They will draw their swords against Egypt and fill the land with the slain. I will dry up the waters of the Nile and sell the land to an evil nation. By the hand of foreigners, I will lay waste the land and everything in it. I, the Lord, have spoken. This is what the sovereign Lord says. I will destroy the idols and put an end to the images in Memphis. Did you know that there was a Memphis in the Bible? Yes, Memphis. And this is Ezekiel 30, verse 13. No longer will there be a prince in Egypt, and I will spread fear throughout the land. We're coming to it. I will lay waste Upper Egypt and set fire to Zone. That's verse 14. And inflict punishment on Thebes. Now you've heard of Thebes before. Thebes. Also verse 14. I will pour out my wrath on Pelusium. This has got to be some kind of a school, right? The IUM. IUM, that's Latin, right, for a place of learning or education. So what is Pelu? P-E-L-U. What does that root word stand for? It's the stronghold of Egypt. Stronghold of Egypt. Okay. And this is in verse 15. So let's see what it is, shall we? Because I just can't wait to find out. Pelusium. Pelusium. Okay. This is saying, oh, we got pictures of it. What? Okay, these are ruins. The Battle of Pelusium is the first major battle. The decisive battle transferred the throne of the pharaohs to somebody else, huh? Jesus Christ. Did the Persians use cats as shields? I never even thought of that. It says, according to Macedonian author, Stratagems of War. Let me reduce this real quick. Here. Okay. According to the Macedonian author of Stratagems of War, Polyaenus, the invading Persians cunningly used cats to protect themselves from Egyptian arrow fire. The Persian king Cambyses II persuaded troops to carry these mystical animals into battle to prevent Egyptian forces from fighting back. Okay, because Egyptians believed in, I did kind of hear this said before, they believed that cats were magical or whatever. War cats. Egyptians lost the war because they loved cats. So there was an actual battle at this place, the stronghold of Egypt, Pelusium. And here it is in verse 15. All right. Crazy. I will set fire to Egypt. Pelusium will writhe in agony. Thebes will be taken by storm. Memphis will be in constant distress. The young men of Heliopolis and Bubastis will fall by the sword, and the cities themselves will go into captivity. That's pretty serious. The cities themselves will go into captivity. Dark will be the day at Tahpanhes, when I break the yoke of Egypt. There her proud strength will come to an end. She will be covered with clouds, and her villagers will go into captivity. So I will inflict punishment on Egypt, and they will know that I am the Lord. Pharaoh's arms are broken. In the 11th year, in the first month, on the 7th day. Jesus. In the 11th year, in the first month, on the 7th day, the word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, I have broken the arm of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. It has not been bound up to be healed or put in a splint, so that it may become strong enough to hold a sword. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against Pharaoh, king of Egypt. I will break both his arms, the good arm as well as the broken one. The good one as well as the broken one. Okay. And make the sword fall from his hand. I will disperse the Egyptians among the nations and scatter them through the countries. I will strengthen the arms of the king of Babylon and put my sword in his hand. But I will break the arms of Pharaoh, and he will groan before him like a mortally wounded man. I will Strengthen the arms of the king of Babylon, but the arms of Pharaoh will fall limp. Then they will know that I am the Lord when I put my sword into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he brandishes it against Egypt. I will disperse the Egyptians among the nations and scatter them through the countries. Then they will know that I am the Lord. That was Ezekiel 30th. How about that? Mm. All right, you guys. So that is that. Next time, Pharaoh is a fell cedar of Lebanon. Talk to y'all later. Bye.